My lawn has a sleepered edge the whole way around the outside of it, which is really good. It means that we can run the lawnmower wheel right up to it and there's less edging. However, the edges are a little bit untidy just from their growing over. So I'm going to show you different methods to tidy this up. Plus we've got some sleepered edges that have been in for too long and they're now starting to disintegrate. So in today's video, we're going to be replacing those too. Before we start doing any edging, I'm going to take the lawnmower and cut around the outside so we've a good clean edge to work from. You can see that this edge here has totally disintegrated, so this is what we're going to be replacing. So you can see that effect from whenever you take the lawnmower over the edge. That's why we want to replace the sleeper so as we don't have that. But before we get into that, let's get the rest of the garden edged. You can see that with the sleeper dug in, most people's lawns, they have the lawn sitting above and then they might use clippers. For us, a half moon edging arm works really well. If you don't fancy any hard work, you could just use a strimmer. However, strimmer's not that clean for doing it. Another thing is the Milwaukee edger is a really good job, nice and easy. So let's have a go with it. We'll put in a wonky line intentionally just to show you what not to do. For areas like this, you're going to want to put a line out and mark it out with an edging iron because you don't want to be left with a mess like this here. But it's okay. The reason I did it here is because this is the bit we're going to replace with the sleepers. Milwaukee have a new tool out for the multi-tool system, the reciprocating head. The reciprocating head, say for example there was a lot of stones along your edge and if you were wanting to trim it, the stones would be flying everywhere. With this tool here, it stops that debris from flying everywhere. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by the stones. So we'll take some of the stones from our edge and we'll put them on the thing there and we'll have a go at cutting that and we'll see if any fly about the place. You can see with the reciprocating head, we're working right beside those stones and they didn't really fly in any direction, so that's what that tool's really for. So these are B grade sleepers. We could have got A grade sleepers, however they're 70 kilos in weight and I felt that these ones here will do these will be in the ground for as long as I need them. Time to dig that old one out and put this one in. Jason's got her out. See, well rotten. Not much left of that at all. I think I'm going to have to pull this one out as well. Just before we get on with doing the rest of the sleepers, I'm going to tell you quickly about something. The last couple of months, Jason and I have been recording another YouTube channel, Roots to Revenue, and this is the first time in ages that we've done any proper work, and this is really taking us out of us. But if you want to check out Roots to Revenue, I'm going to leave the links down in the video description. So So just as Jason finishes off there, let's go and have a look at some of the other edges around the garden. Now, the ones down here, I think I've had too many birthdays too. These ones here got very tired. The problem is the roots from this big tree here make these a complete disaster to do the same way. These ones over here, these ones actually laid flat because the tree roots were too much to handle, so we're going to have to replace another one here at some point. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself. Now, whenever I bought these sleepers, we happen to be passing somewhere that sells them. They're really, really hard to get here in Northern Ireland, decent sleepers, so I'm going to leave a link down below where we picked them up. However, we'll have a problem. They're just slightly shorter than the 3 that came out that went back in again. So we're going to be using this fake sleeper. We're going to put this fake sleeper in because we couldn't source one of the proper sleepers. So I'm going to put this in up the top here where it's not really noticeable. And this one's in a bad way anyway. It's leaning off the side and it's raised up. So we're going to rip this one out, put this one in, and then put them on down there. Have her lying down just to see how far we are out, and it looks pretty straight. But we're going to dig this one out now. So I've got Bella again helping us out today. Oh, that's going to take a bit of going over. Go ahead. I'm going to say this is above my pay grade, so I brought my dad out. So we've dug around that root and it's pretty big. Jason, you want to put the tape measure into it just to show the viewers? And we'll have this tree here, and we think that if we take this root out, then we might lose the tree in the not so distant future. So. I know some of you are going to be saying, Robbie, why are you using sand? The lawn's actually built out of 70-30, which is 70 sand and 30 soil. So that's what we're going to use, plus I have a shed full of it.
Alright, so what we were thinking of doing was cutting here and here and cutting a section out for it to slot over. But after I think, we're now going to cut it at an angle so it fits in to this edge and then just put a blank over the top of it. The reason we're putting the blank on and cutting this up is because that root is going to move over time, and then it will probably eventually rot this if it was touching. just cutting this edge here off to fill in this at that height.